London Drugs started in 1945 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We are one of Canada's largest retailers by volume, even though we just trade in the West. We carry everything from a $1.99 toothbrush to $200,000 home theater systems. We have one of the highest sales per square foot of any retailer in North America of our type, which adds to our logistics challenges, the combination of the breadth of SKUs as well as our velocity.
This facility is the primary distribution center for London Drugs. We produce all the orders for the stores, and we service all stores in Western Canada from here. We do a combination of receiving, and then we do a fair amount of order picking and shipping out to our stores every single day, 6 days a week, 24-hour operation. Prior to using the voice system, we had to rely on a lot of manual thought process and manual activity by the pickers, having to coordinate eyes and hands to look at pick tags or other types of documents to make sure that their picks were done correctly.
When we looked at Vocollect after a test of all the main players and in a test environment here at the distribution under live conditions, we selected Vocollect based on a number of factors. Part of that was obviously its ability to deliver as promised.
A key part of London Drugs business is to be able to achieve a perfect order every time.
40.
Take 1 packs.
1.
341.
1.
The voice system, with its ability to utilize check digits for accurate location and positioning, allows us and our pickers to be able to pick the perfect order on a very regular basis. Very few errors are occurring with our use of this system, and if there is an error, it's usually a result of somebody not following the simple procedures that have been put in place.
1811.
When we're voice picking, we make an error roughly one out of every 1,000 picks. And for all areas combined that we're not voice picking, so we're manually picking to pallet, or it's carousel or pick to light, we make an error roughly once every 300 picks. So that's a pretty simple way to understand what the value of voice picking is in our operation.
Description.
HP LaserJet 2600 Cyan Toner. 6222.
95.
Take 1 pack.
The single biggest thing that the voice has allowed us to do, I think, is to employ a use of a check digit to make sure you're, first of all, at the right location. That is one of the type of errors that would cause us grief in the past. Someone might be in the right slot area, but maybe the wrong aisle. Something as simple as that.
One of the things that we found with the Vocollect product that we didn't fully anticipate is how much the employees would enjoy using it. From an ergonomics point of view, we knew that it had impact, and we knew that some of the source errors were coming from the head tilt looking up and down to pieces of paper in a pick-to-paper environment or verifying paper. What we didn't fully appreciate was not only was that introducing errors into the system, but ergonomically made for a less than stellar employee working environment. They just feel more comfortable using the voice technology because of its wearable nature.
Until you've done it, you really can't explain how important it is to have both of your hands free when you're picking. I mean, it's obvious, it seems obvious, but we struggled for so many years with pick tickets, we just got used to it, it was just part of the process. 99.
Take 4 packs.
We actually made our own training program. We made a significant training program because we knew that we were going from a very manual method of picking to something that our people would have to get adjusted to. So our central trainer created a whole new training program for this, including documentation.
Getting work.
Certainly when we train our new hires, back in the old days when we were using pick tickets, it was a lot more difficult for us to determine whether a new hire was going to work out, whether they were going to do a good job. It was certainly a lot more hand-holding involved. I've trained probably 50 or 60 people myself, and the time from being not trained to trained as fully is about maybe 90 minutes. There's some few key phrases that you have to learn, but after an hour or two of picking, it's smooth sailing.
The Vocollect system, it keeps a live update of everything that's happening. So as a supervisor, I can monitor each staff member in each store that they're picking down to the last second. It allows me to see exactly where people are, how long they're going to be, what they're doing at any time. If there's an order that's just too big for one person to do, we have the ability to split it into as many pieces as we need. so that we can put as many people on it as need to get it done in the right time.
I have to say that implementing the Vocollect product was very simple. It's just made to be very adaptable to other software.
It allows us to extend things like other major investments by something as simple as having an older legacy system that we do for our warehouse management system. By adding voice technology has allowed us in a very cost-effective way to get new functionality to a very old system, and that allows us to extend the life of that system tremendously. From an executive point of view, that's a tremendous benefit, because when you find tools like that that allow you to leverage what you already have, that's obviously magic when it comes to return on investment. And also understand that how we work as efficiently as possible makes a huge difference to customer service. It's not just about profits and bottom line, but working efficiently allows us to do things for our customers that other retailers may not be able to, that aren't as efficient.
What I'm really happy about is that they now seem to be very aware that they're getting good quality orders. They don't have to worry about it as much, and they don't need to be doing all that double checking. So they're saving time at the store now to focus on selling, and we're getting the job done more accurately.